Welcome back to more Let's Play Serpent Isle, and we're on the island of the severed twitching arm, apparently. And
Yeah.
there's a man. No, I don't want to talk to you. No, go away. Talk to you later. We're here to meet the Mad Mage, so we're... Oh... Okay. Those are some legs.
Oh,
Now that's
yeah.
a mana potion, I'll have that.
Yoink. Not sure it's the most prudent decision, of course, stealing from a man
Mad
who's
Mage.
called Mad
Who's...
Mage, yes.
Yeah, it's not as... Oh, there's something talking to me, and where's Erstam? Has he gone back to bed? Oh, Erstam. Very bad Erstam.
Lazy Erstam.
What was this? Oh, stop. Wouldst thou talk with me, please? What was this? What's this? Hello, head. Now I see thee. Greetings. I am Boydon, the living head.
The severed head speaks.
Wow, thanks to the heads up there, Riolo. I'd never have guessed. Yes, I do. Strange, is it not? My name is Boydon. What's your job, Boydon? I am hardly capable of performing my duties now, I'm sorry to say. I was the assistant to Erstam, the one they call the Mad Mage. Dost thou know him? Wonderful fellow. Well, one night he woke me to help him with one of his experiments. Experiments? Of course, Erstam, having mastered the art of teleportation, hath turned his sights to the creation of life. On this particular night that I am remembering, he went down to his lab. He pulled an abundance of levers and things. My memory begins to fade a bit after that. Next thing I remember is awakening in this condition. Condition? You mean the fact that you're a head? It is not so bad. I am never hungry because I do not have a stomach. I do not need to breathe because I do not have any lungs. I do sleep occasionally. Sometimes my nose itches. Nothing bothers me. Most people tend to find a talking severed head a bit unsettling. Right now I am enjoying talking to someone. The creation of life? Is that not amazing? It doth go far beyond my comprehension of life and death. The mind fairly boggles at the ramifications of it. Teleportation? Oh, I am afraid I cannot tell thee anything about that. After all, I was merely the Mad Mage's assistant. And Erstam himself? I found working for Erstam extremely interesting and most educational. Why, for example, my knowledge of anatomy hath improved so much. He is not exactly a friendly fellow, the master, but there is never a dull moment. Yeah, you're often being torn limb from limb. Good day to thee. Good luck. So that was singular. We'd like
Yeah.
to talk to the man himself, but he's in bed. Notes to myself by Erstam.
Methinks I knowest now why the blink spell no longer works. These cursed teleportation storms disturb the ether in such a way that the spell often ceases to function. Other times it is partially successful, or when I cast it on Vassal's predecessor, as when I cast it on Vassal's predecessor. Nasty business, that.
Oh, and he's woken up. Might we speak?
Begone from my sight! Thy meddling in my business is unwelcome, stranger. Thou dost have the distinct bearing of a Vartanian about thee. No doubt thou art some fiend in league with that evil beast British. Why, I ought to cast a spell on thee. I could tear thee limb from limb, but still leave thee alive. In fact, I may do it yet. Now, out with it! Why hast thou come to disturb me here? Bah, in truth, I care not. Begone! The password, Avatar. Tell him the password. What is this I hear?
Our mutual friend told me to mention Iskatradith to thee.
Iskatradith, the password. Then I shall not feed thee to the whales. I shall speak with thee for the moment.
Oh man, this reminds me, like when we played this as kids, me and my brothers always thought this was a sort of subtle dig at America because you come from Britannia and like the Lord British and the city of Britain, and it's like, oh, that's all very British, and these are the colonists who hated them and buggered off on their own to found a new land, and then they got here and they're all a bit stupid. So we were like, ho 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 ho, Americans. I don't think that was the case though, because it was made by Americans.
Hmm.
Um, but introduce thyself, you interesting fellow.
I do not care to know thy name. As for myself, my fame hath grown with each passing century. I am Erstam, he whom some dare call the Mad Mage.
Every passing century. Oh, you seem pretty long lived. Then again, so am I. But tell me about immortality.
Immortality represents the ultimate defeat of death. 'Tis essential that I obtain this as soon as possible. No doubt thou hast heard or perhaps even witnessed the teleportation storms. It seems that I recall a strange dagger appearing in the manor about the same time as a teleportation storm. Perhaps that dagger is still around somewhere.
That's one of our items that was swapped, but the dagger is just a really rubbish weapon. There's no reason. There's no reason we should have brought it with us in the first place. It's not a very good item, so we don't need it back. But tell us about death.
Unchained for all time from death and the fear of death, there would be nothing that mankind would not be capable of accomplishing. Ha 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 ha! I think there was enough ha's.
Ha ha! I don't know. I just thought it'd be better with the pause.
The ha ha! Yes.
Well, tell me about the teleportation storms, although I don't think you can tell me much I don't already know.
The power of teleportation is most certainly an awesome one. These storms have been wreaking havoc on us for some time. I fear that their increasing frequency and intensity most certainly signals an end of the world.
Ooh, tell us about teleportation. We'd like some of that.
I know nothing of this foolish, dangerous power they call teleportation. Dost thou hear me? Nothing! Do not ask me of this again, and do not harry my servant about it either. I warn thee.
We should be able to ask his servant about it. In fact, his servant should, at that point, be like, Master, but thou dost know about teleportation. And Erstam's like, Quite you. But he's not in the lab at the moment. What's this about the end of the world?
Someone must survive the end of the world. That person may as well be me.
You and the paladins.
Yes.
I should change the subject there. Tell me about the riddle of life and death.
In order to obtain the secret of achieving immortality, I must first uncover the answer to the secret of life and death. In the past, when people have searched for the answer, they have only brooded over the nature of death itself. What a foolish thing to do. If there is an answer to the riddle of life and death, it can only be in the creation of life. That is what I am seeking to do.
You know, he looks so happy. I don't understand why people don't like him at all. He's just such a cheery guy.
Yeah.
Tell me about the secret of immortality.
Mine experiments in immortality have led to the demise of all of mine assistants, save for Vassal. Oh, they are not dead. Why, one may encounter them virtually anywhere throughout the manor, or at least pieces of them.
Yeah, we've talked to one of them. Tell me about creating life. Making babies.
Lately, mine experiments have been halted, for there is one necessary ingredient that I lack. Bah! Thou canst tell me nothing about the creation of life that would help me advance mine experiments. There is no point in speaking to thee of the subject.
Oh, okay then. Most interesting. Where's Vassal gone? No, we're not talking to you again, Boydon. We want to talk to Vassal. There he is. He's hawking that wall.
Yeah.
What dost thou want? If thou dost not want to beat me... tell us about teleportation, you poor little man. There is a way to travel quickly from one place to another, and its magic is very powerful. The jawbone of the Serpent enables one to walk through the great void, but it belongs to the master.
Thou dost mean one must actually touch such a hideous thing? I simply cannot abide snakes.
'Tis not so hideous. Sometimes I amuse myself, taking the teeth out and putting them back into the jawbone. Thanks, little creep. I didn't need to know that. Erstam, we want your jawbone. The one that, oh, for crying out loud. Stop going to bed.
Why hast thou... No, oh, fine.
Yeah. Create life. Oh, that was the wrong. Oh, jawbone.
Jawbone.
Actually, we're really close for time here, so I'm gonna cut that there.
Oh well. Find out about that next time.
Yep.